Come on. I guess we're on air.
Yes, we're
All
live.
right. Okay, we made it.
Yes, there were some technical difficulties, but we figured it out.
We figured it out. Yeah, and if anybody is on here that saw my quick live stream this morning, you know that that I was all excited because we were going to be on Zoom, but then when I got off, I realized that I didn't know how to hook that part up. So here we are on Google Hangouts, the old tried and true. And we're on my channel. So let me introduce Kay Sanders. This is Kay, energy worker, Akashic record reader, and light language. What would you call that? Light language practitioner,
Well,
language
I like to call it
transmitter.
like light language messenger. I mean, that's like what my guy shared with me, divine light language messenger. So it's like a little tongue breaker
Awesome.
right there.
Yeah, divine light language messenger. And I'm so delighted that you are joining us, or you're here for this live stream. And I'm hoping that some of my folks that that follow me are going to show up. What I'm actually going to do is because I'm not so sure about, I want to make sure I get the chats. So if you're here and you're watching us, go ahead and chat in and let us know that you're here. And I'm actually going to do it the way I normally do it. I was going to try to get fancy, but I'm going to do it the old school way here.
But you know
And
what? I mean, I'm watching, us on the live right now, and I don't think it actually, I'm coming up. I don't think it didn't show me on the
okay, well,
video.
let's figure
So,
that out. Bear with us. I think we've got 5 of you on here. So awesome. Awesome.
yay!
Thank
Super
you.
excited.
Welcome. Let's see. There you are.
Cool.
Can you see yourself now?
No, I'm not seeing. Now I can see. Okay, now I just saw my pop myself
Oh,
up real quick. There you go.
okay,
Yep.
so I think I have to do that by hand.
There should be a setting where it's whenever someone is speaking that it moves back and forth.
Um,
So I guess we still do have some technical
oh,
difficulties.
I think we've got it now. Say something. Say
Yeah.
hello to everybody.
Well, hello everybody. I'm
There
Kay
you go.
Sanders. There you go. We figured it out.
Great. Yay. Yay. I'm so excited that we're going to be doing this. This is a very special time of year. And just want to welcome Judy and Faith. The notification. Yeah, I'm so sorry, Faith, that it didn't pop up for you, but thank you for coming to search us. Yeah, I've heard from other YouTubers that the notification thing is having some glitches. So, let's just hope and pray and whatever to the overarching deva of YouTube, I guess. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to talk a little human design tonight because this is such a powerful place where we are at the midpoint of the year and the longest day of the year in the Northern Hemisphere. And as I was doing some research on what that means for us, in terms of what energies are really here to support us and to what that's going to support us in bringing out, I just got so excited, and I just want to show you where we are. And I know you're not really going to be able to see this, but I will try to explain the visuals as much as possible. So this is the human design mandala, and we've been traveling around the mandala, and it's broken up into quarters. So we are here in the second quarter. I had to look at that for a second. The second quarter of the year. Oh, no, we aren't. Yes, we are. We are in the second quarter of the year. I got a little dyslexic there. We're in the second quarter of the year, which is known as the quarter of civilization. And it's all about bringing energy and bringing spirit into form. So all of everything that has happened up to this point has been in preparation for bringing spirit into form. And I want to just make sure that I explain this to you, because I got so excited. And I live on a farm. Okay. So I watch what goes on in the seasons. So if, if you are attuned to nature, you're going to know that right now in the Northern Hemisphere, we are in the middle of growing season, of the time when, you know, you have to mow your lawn a lot because everything is in full growth, and the earth and the sun are really supporting that abundance of growth at this point. And it's the same for us. We are creatures, we are natural creatures on this planet, and the sun is supporting us in that natural growth. So here we are, we're right actually in the middle of it. And yesterday, trust me on this, the gate 15, the sun went into the gate 15, which is right here in the bottom. You can see we're right smack dab in the middle of this quarter of civilization, where we have all of this energy and support for manifestation, for growth, for uh, just that delicious abundance that comes with this season. And the gate 15 is about extremes. And it's wired into, for those of you who are familiar with the body graph, it's wired into the G center, which is the center for love, identity, and direction. So it's all about embracing the extremes of your humanness as part of your direction. And, you know, when I think about the summer solstice, that's how much more extreme can you get? We have the sun, which is shining for as long as it can possibly shine today, right? And then we have the daytime is as long as it can possibly be, and the nighttime is as short as it can possibly be. Two extremes. And but in the middle of that is this balance of the middle of the year. So how do you balance the middle? You know, how do you balance between your two extremes? Because we all have these extremes of shadow and light, and things that we may judge as good or bad, or, you know, in human design speak self and not self, you know, and how do you embrace all of that for what it is in this moment, and find that dynamic tension so that you can begin to create, um, or surrender to the support of the planet and the cosmos and everything that's available to you, the energies that are available to you, to create and allow the kind of abundance that you're here to have to grow. So that's what this season means for me, and especially for this day in particular. So, so I'm so glad that you guys are joining us for this, because we come together as a group, and we harness the power of group focus. If you've ever been to any of my energy alignment live streams, that's what we've been doing once or twice a month for quite a while now. We harness that energy of our group intention. We come together with our consciousness. And today we have Kay Sanders here, who is doing her awesomely powerful light language transmissions that are really going to help us to move forward into the second half of the year. Now, getting back to the analogy of the seasons and what we're growing, we're part of what we're going to be doing here is to, or what Kay is going to be doing here, is to help us clear away some of what has been going, you know, some of the weeds in our garden, right? You know, because we get to this time of year and everything's growing, you know, and maybe you set a lot of intentions out at the beginning of the year, not knowing what would come to fruition, or maybe you weren't conscious of the seeds that you planted, and now they're starting to bloom. And it's possible that you have some of those metaphorical weeds in your inner garden. So part of what Kay's going to do is to help us to pull some of those weeds, to get rid of some of those weeds, to clear them out so that we can move forward and then anchor in the energy and the new intentions. It's kind of like you have to pull the weeds to get the sun to come in, to get your plants to grow even more. It's the same thing with us. We have to pull our weeds to get all of this light that we have access to right now to come in and nourish us in the way that we need to be nourished to grow abundantly as we move forward. So, Kay, do you have anything else to add to this?
Yes, actually, I do. Like what you mentioned earlier about this whole, now we're in the midpoint and about the extreme and stuff. Like, if any one of you has heard about, 2019 is supposed to be the year of abundance, right? The 3 universal year. But the thing is, the number 3 also has a shadow side, which has really been coming up a lot. And for a lot of people, this entire, 6.5 months, basically, where a lot of people have been really struggling in their business, in their life. Things have been coming up and just things were just not really going so well. So a lot of that shadow side has been really coming up for a lot of people because it's coming up for a reason to let go of it. Like in the beginning of the year, one of the words that kept coming through from my guides was preparation, 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 preparation for what's about to come. And you even mentioned a word too, preparation for what's about to come. And now July is the 1st, and even today, it's starting today already to shift. We're going also into eclipse season. And then July 1st is really supposed to be that turning point where everything is starting to fall in place, where massive abundance is going to come. And one of the things, like the kind of analogy that someone actually shared with me, because like I was talking with him and we're talking about like how things were really slowing down. I know for my business, like in February, it was really the kind of like standing still, like nothing was moving. And as you know, I hurt my back as well. So it was really putting me into this whole standstill kind of position. And I've heard it from a lot of other people as well, where things were simply not going so well. And there's one gentleman that I spoke to, he used the analogy of like a slingshot, right? Like when you pull a slingshot backwards, before you let go, there's this moment of pause, right? And then when you let go, it just takes off. And this is like this unfortunately, it's been a long kind of pause. It's been like 6.5 months now, right? But it's like right now, it's really, we're being prepared for what's about to come. And doing this event today, my intention is also with the light language, and a message that I have to share later on, or that I would like to share from the beings of light, is really, we are at that turning point right now. Not just the turning point of season, but also turning point of, our purpose of how things are going to unfold for us, as an individual, in our business and professional life, whatever it is. But things are about to change and the energies are about to shift. So for the 3 universal year, the shadow side has really been this time of preparation up until this point, and things are about to change. So I just want to say, be sure to have your seatbelt belt on, because things are about to take off nicely. So.
That's amazing. That's so powerful. I can really relate to that. I know that that my followers kind of have been following my journey of preparation, of moving into a new place. And it's been like, my mantra has been, if when I get this finished, or when I get moved, or when I get settled, when I get, and it just seems to have been like that this whole year so far, of preparing and getting settled, and then the weeds growing up, literally in my in my environment, the weeds growing up, and things growing, and really learning how, preparing by getting very clear about my intentions, and allowing some of the weeds, the extra stuff, to go by the wayside, and getting clear about what my priorities are. Like, my priorities are my clients, my people here, you guys here that are following me. And that I, earlier in the year, or last year, I made a commitment to really make YouTube my primary social media hub. And and you've really supported me in that. And it's still this process. It's been this process of becoming and becoming and becoming. And just in the last few weeks, I've been able to see it start to come together. And like you said, Kay, that energy rising, I can feel that we're on the precipice of that shift.
Yeah, most definitely. And one thing that my guides also shared with me is with this new energy now, with this change, it's also my guy shared with me, be okay with letting go of things that no longer serve you. Because we often like to hold on to things. And I know for myself, like, I started out with like really being more on a business side, business mentor. And my guy shared with me that, it's time to move a little away from that. And it's really, you gotta be okay with letting go of things that no longer serve you, because if you're holding on to something that you've been doing for such a long time and try to make it work, but if it's so simply no longer in alignment with you, you're holding on to the past, onto the old that's really no longer serving you no more, and it keeps you in that rut of holding on to the negative energy, right? So my guide shared with me, it's really that you be okay with letting go of something that maybe you've held on to for a very, very long time, but it's simply not serving you no more on this next level of evolution, your next level of purpose. So it doesn't mean starting completely fresh and dropping everything that you're doing, but simply just moving, going with the flow, tuning in and really following, like, what is your gut telling you to do? Is your gut telling you to maybe shift your approach in what you do in your business, in your career or whatnot? Or are you maybe just supposed to just take a break, take a pause, right? It's really about tuning in every single day and listening to what is your gut telling you, what's your higher self telling you, and then act on that to be really in alignment. That's really one key aspect that I've come to realize, is that that's what's needed moving forward. In order to really be in alignment with what you're here to do, you've got to tune in. You've got to listen to your gut feeling and then follow that, because then things will flow. But if you're holding on to the things that you have been doing because you think that's what you're supposed to be doing, you're going to keep going keep going in circles, basically, instead of really allowing the abundance to flow in. So really, allowing to just, let go of whatever's no longer serving you.
I have to jump in here for a second because
Okay.
I know we've got human design people on the line, and the question I always get when I bring somebody else on is, what's your energy type? So I just want to let everybody know that Kay is a manifesting generator. You can probably feel the power of her energy. I've been bringing manifesting generators on. I've had another one on last week, so it's like, and I'm in that, I guess, that fractal of that energy, and you can feel that power, and her following her gut, and I'm gonna speak for the projector side of things, and it's the same thing. Let go, especially for us, because Kay could fake it, with her sacral motor going to her throat, and she's got this energy to speak it into form at times when she's responding. What I've been doing to let go is I have been meditating like crazy and really working with my guides as well, and when I could be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon thinking that I need to finish something up on the computer, and I'll get the hit that I need to go to my meditation corner and sit there for 20 or 30 minutes. And and I sit there in this mode of being receptive, and it's amazing what is shifting and what is starting to grow bigger, and how that's kind of taking form and taking shape in my life. So I just wanted to let you guys, because I know I have some projectors here. You're probably going, "What about me?" I don't have a gut response. You have an intuitive response, and that thing that Kay said about, sometimes you need to take a rest. uh for those of us that are non-sacral beings, we sure do. As and we When we think we've had enough rest, we probably need a little bit more, and it's like magic. So I just wanted to add that. I'll let you continue.
No, I mean, thank you that you added that. Like, I mean, I actually did the same thing earlier. I mean, so I think I mean, I'm not an expert in human design. That's your field. But, from what I understand, it's basically the same thing, just in a different kind of way, right? Like, I mean, I go with my gut feeling, like earlier, like, today, I don't know, with the energy from the solstice, I mean, I thought it was like an empowering energy. But man, it was like I started out the day like high energy. I was like, oh my God, today, I mean, I was like the top of the world. I'm like, yay, right? And then it was like around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I just sunk. I mean, I was just tired. I was feeling anxious, and I took a nap. I took 2 naps actually today.
Good for you. Yes,
And
manifesting generators need to rest too.
yeah, yeah, we do. And like even the other day, I was like, I mean, I'm really tuning in more often as well, because like, it's really about getting that higher guidance, like really checking in with yourself. So the other day I was really just like, okay, I felt like I needed to rest, I need to lay down, and I asked my guys like, okay, what am I supposed to do next? And I mean, I wasn't even laying down for not even like 5 minutes. And my guys shared with me, the next thing you need to do is get up and work on your talk. I'm like, okay, is there anything else? Like, no, get up like right now and do it right now. I'm like, you sure? Shouldn't I just lay? No, get up. I'm like, fine. So we had a little discussion right there.
I
But
had a couple of those too.
but I think it's really in that time of stillness, when you take that break, where you get off the computer and really don't get distracted by all that busyness of, this is what you need to do, and I still need to do this, I need to finish this. But when you really take that time, when you feel that, what, I think right now is a time to just take a break. And that's when you open yourself up to allowing that internal guidance to come through, or higher guidance, or whatever you're tapping into. But you got to make room first to allow that, because if you're constantly doing, you have no time to actually be. And the being is really what's necessary for you to get that guidance for what's your next step, what's your most aligned step to take, next, and stuff like that. So that's kind of like what I want to add.
Great, great. Yeah, that's so powerful, and it's a reminder for all of us. Yeah, and we're in this place where it's not just about the physical power anymore, not just about the physical energy. I know we're going to talk about that at our solstice event, or at our not our solstice event, our eclipse event in a couple of weeks. But it is, we're we can't. I just want to add this: we can't. We no longer. We're in a place where our bodies are changing, our energies are changing, we're getting lighter, the planet is getting lighter. We need to make these shifts, and our manifestation process requires us to actually do those kinds of things more. The resting and being receptive in the meditation, and really listening to our intuition, whether you work consciously with a guide team or not, really listening to those intuitive prompts and following them, because things are being created for us. We're being supported all the time by the forces of the cosmos. Like today, we're being supported by the light of the sun, and what that means in terms of the themes and energies that are pouring in through the neutrino streams and all that human design conceptual stuff. We're being supported in raising our consciousness. We just have to be in a place where we can be receptive and willing to shift and change and open up to that. So yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. And like I mentioned, like my guys shared with me, that we're really at a turning point right now. And would you like me to read that
Yeah, would
message?
you?
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
So
please. So yay,
I
you got a
channeled,
message.
yeah, yes. I channeled a message from the beings of light about really the solstice event, the solstice day, this midpoint of the year basically. So let me read this to you real quick. We have come to a turning point, not only of the season, but on an energetic and collective level as well. We may have experienced an internal shift, as if a light has come on within yourself. The light which has been dimmed up until this point by the circumstances in your life and the densities of the external. You may have experienced a lot of doubt of where your path is taking you. You may have not even been clear of the path you're on right now, or what may await you at the end of the road. But worry not, as the energies are shifting, and as we now have come up until this turning point, lots will change if you allow it. The energies promise greater advancements for yourself and everyone on a collective level. Abundance and manifestation can now happen more rapidly if you align yourself with your desires. But be aware, your shadow self may still try to keep you with one foot into the old, the outdated, and no longer applicable energies. You must decide to remove your foot from that past and what no longer serves you, and set both feet onto this new, enlightened, and enhanced path you may not yet see ahead of yourself. Greater joy, abundance, and fulfillment awaits you on this other side of this path. Your past is no longer relevant as you move ahead. This internal shift you may or may not have been consciously aware of has been a turning point of your life and your overall beingness. You have advanced on an internal and energetic level, which may still feel new and unsure to you. But know that this turning point promises great change on a collective level. You're now being asked to step into this new levels of enlightenment and bring your gifts to the forefront. You're here to make an impact in this world. This can be on an impact as large or as small as you desire. But you're being called upon to embrace your God given gifts and step into the calling you have felt for some time now. You're being asked to let go of the shadows of your past, as with this turning point, you have been born anew, ever so closer to discovering the depth of who you are and what you're here to do. Follow your heart as you continue this journey of the path you have found yourself on. Trust that no matter what has inspired up until this point, whether it was good or bad, has all been part of this journey and has all been to your highest and greatest good. See the gifts in each challenge, each accomplishment, and even each disappointment, and allow them to guide you on your path moving forward. You're blessed in so many ways you may not even be aware of, but know that greater blessings are awaiting you as you continue your journey, following your calling, and stepping into these heightened levels of awareness. We love you, we honor you, and we're always by your side, guiding you, protecting you, and assisting you always in all ways.
Mm, that's beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah. So basically, we are really at this turning point, and you can create all that you want. You can create as much abundance as you want, but it's really about going within and really following your heart, following your guidance, and really making room for allowing whatever's meant to come to you to really come to you. So I hope this message was really inspiring for you, that it may help you make sense of what's been happening. I mean, one of the things that really struck me was that even though a lot have maybe not so good things have happened this year up until now. I mean, maybe you have even thought that, oh my God, 2019 is going to be an amazing year. I know that was like my first initial thing, like, oh my God, I cannot wait for 2019. The first 2 years, the first 2 weeks of the year, I was like, really, it was amazing. And then things just kind of like crumbled away. I'm like, what's going on? I mean, I thought this year is supposed to be a year of abundance, right? But it's really everything that has happened was really to your highest and greatest good, because everything has a lesson, everything has a gift, everything has a message for you that gives you the opportunity to look in and like, okay, do I still want to carry that around? Is that what's the deeper message here? Am I really willing, able, and ready to finally let go of this and learn what I'm here to learn and move forward with this? So everything that really had that has inspired up until this point, no matter how bad or how good or how crappy it was to prepare you for what's about to come. So now you have a choice, and like the beings of light said, you now have a choice to take both feet, like take that one foot that's still stuck in the past and put both feet onto this new path ahead of you, even though you might not know what that is. But in order to really experience the abundance that you want to experience, you have to let go of the past, because the past no is no longer relevant. So you're up to you now. You can always choose in every moment of your day. You have a choice to either follow what you've been doing or to shift into maybe the unknown, maybe the scary, but that's really where the magic happens, right?
So true. You know, the thing that came that really stuck out in that message for me was following your heart's calling. And I made a note here because I know you're going to do. I'm going to set the energy, get us grounded, and then how is this going to go? We're going to um, set our intentions for what we need to release. Is that correct?
Well, ideally, you want to be clear of what is it that you're ready and willing and able to let go of.
Yeah. And
So
how I wanted to tie that in with following your heart's calling, there's a question came up for me of what needs to be released in order to follow my heart's calling. And I'm just going to throw that out to those of you who are here. And if you want to chat in what in your life you feel needs to be released for you to follow your heart's calling, feel free to do that.
Yeah, I mean, there is a bit of a lag. So if there's any intention that any things that you want to let go of, because what I will be doing is there will be 2 rounds of light language that I will be doing. The first one is about releasing the old, releasing all the things that you're ready to let go of. So feel free to put it in the chat so we can really set the intention for that. I mean, my intention when I start is really to help you let go of whatever is holding you back, whatever you're ready to let go of, whatever is ready to be let go of, and you just allow the energy to do whatever it's intended to do. And then you can also write your positive intention of what do you want to call forth, because then I'm going to do a second round of light language, really infusing, empowering those intentions that you have, that you hold with that powerful energies, to really anchor that in, to activate that within you. So feel free, because there is a little bit of a lag from the recording, so please, feel free to put it in the chat, so I can also tune into the intentions that you have of the things you want to let go of, and the intentions of you want to empower and anchor in, because then I can tune into that as well. Now, when it comes to light language, you may not understand what it's all about, or you're probably not going to understand because it's basically gibberish. So whenever I do light language, just simply listen with your heart, not with your ears. So listen with your heart and be open to allow the energy to do whatever it's intended to do, and focus on the things you want to let go of in the first round, and then focus on the intention that you want to anchor in, that you want to empower in the second round, because it's all about intentions, and you just allow the energy to do whatever it's intended to do. But
Yeah.
that's basically my intention. Like, this is like how we can do with the light language.
Yeah. And if you've never experienced light language before, I'm going to just tell you that it's can I just be blunt here? Okay. It
Yeah, go
sounds
ahead.
funny. It sounds funny. I've done it, I've experienced it from you, and I've experienced it from a few people. And the reason, just go with it and relax into it, because it is a language that allows you to to set aside your conscious brain, your conscious mind. And so it sort of bypasses all of the monkey chatter and allows that energy to get into your system. Am I explaining that correctly? That's how I kind of
Yeah,
understand it. Yeah.
basically, I mean, it really, the language that I speak, whatever comes out is basically, it's light codes of activations of healing. So the energy will do whatever it's intended to do, that is to your highest and greatest good. So it won't do anything, I won't force anything. It really, I just let the being speak through me, through the light language, and it will do whatever it's intended to do. That's it, really to your highest and greatest good. And yes, it will really bypass the your ego mind. And someone asked me the other day, like, why don't I channel that in English? Well, for one, my ego is still kind of getting in the way of me actually allowing myself to speak in English. But then also, my guy shared with me is, if I would speak it in English, you would focus on the words, not the energy. Now, with light language, it's, if you're speaking it in how it's like the original tone, which is really the gibberish that you can't understand, that really sounds a little funny. You're focusing, you're listening with your heart, and you're feeling the energy. You're not thinking about, well, what is she saying? You're not focusing on the word. You're really focusing on the energy that's being transmitted. So it really bypasses your ego, like you mentioned, but because you're not focusing on the words. Now, if it would be only, and then it also opens up the doors for more healing, because then it does what it's meant to do for each individual person. If I would speak it in English, like I said, you would focus on the words. You would limit yourself to only do what the words say, but not the actual codes, the energy codes that are more broader, that can do more healing on a much, much deeper level. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah.
Mhm.
And in terms of setting energy, hi, Robin. Nice to see you. Um, you came in just in time for setting intentions. I'm going to encourage you. Are we about ready to get started?
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, you
Okay. All right.
just, yeah,
Because
I
you've
think,
already given me, it's already coming through. So I'm
well,
going
so
to,
then you get started.
yeah, because all of this heart stuff is really great, So and I'm going to encourage you, as you just take a moment to reflect upon your intentions, even if you don't put them in the chat, and you write them down, or you just hold them in your heart, to really, really go with what feels, with how you want to show up, how you want to feel, or how you want to experience your life as you move forward. So, this is all about you and being centered in you and being centered and expanding through your heart. So let's go ahead. We're going to get grounded. We're going to connect, and then we're going to open to Kay's amazing energy transmission. So take some deep breaths. Ooh, okay. The same one's coming through that we did, Kay. So this is good. We're putting everybody on our page. All right. So just allow energy and light. Just imagine that energy and light is moving through your spine, moving down from the top of your head all the way down through your spine and out your legs and feet into the ground, and let that energy just go deep, as deeply as it possibly can, right into the center, into the core of the earth, where all of the power and the energy and the magnetism is for what attracted us to our home, what attracted us here. And let that light just wrap around that power of the core of the earth and come back up your feet, your legs, your spine, all the way up through your neck. Wants to go through the center of your brain and right out the top of your head, right out the crown chakra, all the way up, and just follow that up and tend that that light goes up as far as your human consciousness can imagine or feel. And when it gets to the edge of your human consciousness, just allow a window to open up and let that light go up and connect with the energy of your higher self, of all that is, of that broader, infinite grace and power that's available to us. And then open your crown and open that window of opening in your consciousness wide enough to let that light from that higher energy come down and through your crown, down through your throat, through your chest, and let your chest, let your heart center be that reservoir for all of that light and energy. And as it fills up, there's so much of it that it's just filling up the rest of your body, the rest of your energy field, flowing into Mother Earth, circulating around and through you. But the concentration of it is right there in your heart center. So as your heart center fills up, if you're having trouble connecting to it, you can put your hands over the center of your chest. As it fills up, just imagine that we are all in the same room, in one big, powerful circle. And this energy that's filling up our heart space is filling up the heart space of our connection. So it moves into the center of our circle, it expands, and as it expands, there's so much of it that it flows back onto each of us, and we can feel the connection among us. Take some deep breaths. Make some more space in your heart. Intend that you put your intentions for what you are releasing right there in the center of all of that love and light. And Kay, whenever you're ready.
Okay, so like Sandy said, focus on the things that you're ready to let go of, and just tune into your heart. Sukurua se eshi ina ase ehiyak umana ase ina urua sa ashi. Hu umana ka ati ila ka aha ane esu urun uka a. Hu uru ka ati ina ase eshini ita aha. Lukurua sa ene ale ehi ina asa. Hu uru o la aha. Hu uru usu uma ane e ka a. Hu uma ane I ku ua se ehi shiana a. Hu uru usu uma ane e hunu urua uhurua sa ashini iki ilaka aishna aha su uma ane iku ushuku amane elasi ishi hu ushu uma ane aku urua suku umane iki ha ina aleke urua shinama ene asu ushu utu uma ane hushu uku uru usu ulu ane ila ashi iha aisa ane hu umana ase eku uru ulua he ene ishi ikaate ene e ku uru umaa he na ase e ku uru ushu ha ashi ikaate hu uma ane e ku uma ane e hu uru sono ko rane in ku uma ka ati yasha na aha hu ushuma ana hu ushu ale e hi I si I hu ushu ku uru usu ua ne e hate e he hu uma ane e ku uru usu ushu uno ale e hu uma ne e ku uru usu uku u ha a ne e he su uku uno ma ane e ka ara ni ishi ila isinaha hu mane e he su shu uru no ku uru ane e ha sene e ku uku uma ane e ka a nu uru usu hu ushu utu ha ane e huru su utu uma ane e luru anaka ate I ka uru usa ane e shi hu ushu una ate I ka ai se I hase hu uma ane e ku unu ku uru nulu ku ama ka ate ina ase hu ushu ua hu ushu uma ane I suru usu utu ulu una ani I ka ate I ase e he hu ushu utu uma ane I yane I ku uru ana su ushu unuate e su ushuane na haate ina ate I ku uru asake I hana luku ona ahiti I ka ate I ase e he so shu nuku uru sumana ate ina ale e hi lu uru unu ula e na ase e shine ka ane e hatia. Now take a deep breath. And now focus on what you want to call in forth, what you want to call forth moving forward. I'll also allow yourself to open up to abundance, to ease and flow, to really stepping into your next level of evolution, of purpose, of the abundance you seek, and the intentions you want to anchor in right now. So focus on those intentions. Stay in your heart. And just give me one moment. Kushuua he ene. Se shi ila aha se na ha hu uma ane e ku usu utu uaha le e shi ina se e ha lu shuuhu uma ane e ku uruane e lu utu ha ane ia ku urusu utu uma le e he ini asa ati I ku uhuma sa ashi iti ha ane e isi I hu uru ale ena a yuku uma ane he hu ushu utu uma al e isi I a ishi na aha hu urua ne eha la aisi ishi iti I alea hu uma ena ase I ku ushu na ase ishi ila aha hu uma anea kaha so shu urulo ane I ku uruanea hu uma ne ehe hu uma aha a so ushu utu uma aina a Lushu utu ua, lushu uru usu unu ania, lu uma ane, lu ushu utu uga ane isi ika a, luma ane ete ihati ishi di ku urusu ku umahane, la aha ane alia shinia, sushu utu umane ika uhuma aha, la aina sa aha, su ushu utu uma, la ha aina ase ishi itu ukuruasa ene hu umane ika ati iti, luku usu unuane, lushu utu ahea, shuhua ahe sa hu ushu uma aina, ha sahashi, hu shu anea saha, hu uma a I ina ale ek ushu uhu, ha ayase ehe, hu ushu uku ura, hu shaya, hu sho ahi asea. Hushu uma ai ha isi ai shi ini ikia lusha aina ai sane hushu urua ena ais ishi hu uma aina ale as ene es ushu urua lu urua ne eka ani ila aina ane ik uma ane hushu utu umaha sa ashe haina ale ik uruane eka so shu utuma ane aisi hushu uru uluaya la aisi ana ehe ushu ua a ne hushu uma anea lushu uru shuko ati inaisi shuku ama ne ika ihayania so ushu uku uruane la ka ane ehe huma anea shainaha shu uru usu uma Shahiname, sha'a e ni ik uhua, sha'a isa'e. Shahiname e ina aha, lu urusu kuruana ane ehi, ha'ane e ku uruana. Sushuna ahe, shahiname ayana. Sukuruana e ka ati iku umaha, sha'aha, shu'uama eha. Now take another deep breath in and really anchor in that energy. Tune into the energy of gratitude right now. Gratitude for everything that you've experienced up until this point, for the challenges, for the good things, the bad things, the things that didn't go so well, the pains that you may have experienced. Be grateful for each and every person in your life, each and every one of your experiences, because they're all here to support you on your journey. Tune into the energy of gratitude. Fill your heart with this immense gratitude. One of the words that the beings just shared was shahiname. It's a word that represents nothing but deep gratitude. So you may repeat right now to yourself out loud in your mind, shahiname, 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 and allow the energy to flow through your body. Fill your entire body with this energy of gratitude. And anchor that into your being. Focus on those intentions that you have. Be grateful that you have intentions that you can focus on, that you can put your attention on. Infuse each and one of those intentions that you have with this immense gratitude. See it already unfolding, being already present, experiencing it already right now. See it in front of you. Be grateful that you've already accomplished that. Even if it's in the future, time is irrelevant. Focus on this future self of yours that already has experienced the intentions coming to flourishment, to accomplishing whatever it is that you want. And step into that. Step into that future self of yours that has all that you want already, that is who you want to be, that does what you want to do, that has accomplished the intentions that you have set in this moment, on this call, right here in this moment. Step into this. Bring it in. Anchor it in. Imagine yourself stepping into this and putting like your feet growing roots down into the ground. Grounding this energy, not just in your physical body, but also into Mother Earth. Mother Earth. Step into that. Anchor it in. Be this person right here and right now, moving forward. Now take another deep breath. And one last time, Shahiname. 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 And when you're ready, you may open your eyes.
Wow.
Did I make you cry?
No, my eyes, I was out for a
Oh.
while. It was beautiful, but yeah, powerful. Yeah.
One of the things that I saw is, and it represents what you shared earlier about this growth. I saw a beautiful, beautiful big tree, green with massive green, like luscious green trees, which really represent the abundance that really awaits us moving forward.
Hmm.
And one of the things, like I shared, the word Shahiname really represents the really gratitude, deep, deep gratitude, gratitude that you can't even share in an English word. So what you may want to do is like each and every day, repeat the words Shahiname a couple of times and tune into the energy on what that feels like. I mean, when you said the word Shahiname or out loud or in your mind, did you feel anything?
Yeah, I felt this strong, and my dog felt something too. She's here. I felt like it was very calming, very like that powerful, calm presence kind of support. I'm going to let her out if you want to
Yes,
just.
I think we moved too much
Yeah,
energy
we
around.
moved. There's too much energy in this room for her. She's got to go out. Go on. Go on. Okay. And if anybody else wants to share or, um, you know, come in and share your experience, that would be great, or your intentions. Got a
I
quiet
don't know.
group tonight.
No.
Oh,
Uh,
Robin says my ears started ringing, which happens when someone is thinking about me or about to call. Oh, that's really cool.
well, actually, there's another spiritual message behind that too. Ear ringings is you're getting a download. So
Hmm.
as if you've received this ear ringing while I was doing the light language or right after, because the thing is the energy is still going to continue doing its work. Like my hands are still very prickly. I still can feel the energy going. So the energy is still going to continue doing what it's intended to do even after we get off this call right now. Even after we get up, like finish up, the energy is going to continue doing the healing, the releasing, the anchoring in until it is done. So you may experience some aha moments later on, and maybe some realizations, or you're like, "Oh my God!" Right? Or you just feel like a weight lifted off your shoulder. You may feel a release, or you may have that ear ringing, and the ear ringing is really you're being activated for your next level. You're receiving a download. You may have no idea what that download is. I mean, I have these earrings a lot, and I have no idea what the download is, but it is to your highest and greatest good. So allow it, just be like, okay, I'm getting a download, just let it go through, and it is activating you for your next level. So just, be intentional about it. Okay, allow it, don't resist it, and just go on with your day. But you may also want to, now after we get off, maybe journal a little bit, see what, write down what has come up for you, what may still come up for you, write about your intentions, what feelings are coming up for you, and then release whatever negative intent, what negative energy is coming up for you. Just release that, and maybe even re-listen to this energy transmission, like after it's done uploading or done finishing or whatnot. I mean, I've never done this whole life like that. Re-listen to it again, because it may then still can help you anchor in the intentions and help you release whatever is ready to be released.
Yeah. And I'm going to add this one piece, getting back to what we talked about the sun being in the gate 15, and the gate 15 being about that dynamic tension between extremes and embracing the extremes of humanness. There's another component to the 15 that has to do with the Schumann frequency, which is the frequency of energy at the core of all living beings. So this is a really great time. The earth and the sun and all of the energies are really supporting us in getting grounded, because it's a resonance of the earth as well. Getting grounded in the Schumann frequency, and going outside, walking outside barefoot. If you've got a grove of trees like Kay visualized there, or the image that she got, go out and allow yourself to synchronize with the frequency of the planet and the frequency of all living things, and it will really help to ground you. Oh, and another thing is water. You know, I'm always a proponent of, you got to hydrate, got to stay hydrated. Yeah. So Faith said that her dog had the opposite reaction. He hopped on her lap. That happens with my cat a lot of times. Yeah, and you're crying a little with you have the powerful feelings of gratitude when you stepped into having your desires manifest. That is so beautiful. It is
Yeah.
so powerful. And Robin's saying it seems like a connection opened up. That's
Mhm.
great. And hi, Lucinda. Um, both of Lucinda's dogs climbed onto the window seat where she was lying, and loved the sound of the language. She loved the sound of the language. It was
That's good
so
to hear that.
soothing.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean,
Beautiful.
the light language is really a powerful thing, even though it sounds very funny. The first time I listened to the light language, I busted out laughing. Like honestly, it was from a guy. I didn't like his frequency because like light language has different frequencies. So the first time I heard it, I had to stop it because I could not stop laughing. And I asked my mentor who sent it to me. I'm like, what the heck did you send me? You know, I didn't. That was like my first experience to light language, so it was definitely interesting. But I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I mean, if there are any questions or anything like that, please feel free to pop it in the chat. You know,
Yeah.
if you have any questions about light language or anything like that, that I can still share.
Well, I'll tell you what happened with what I experienced, and we've done this before, so you know about how the back of my T7 opened up at one C7 opened up at one time, and this time when we were releasing, it was like I had two portals right behind in the back, my rear part of my heart chakra. And it was like they were opening up and the energy was moving out and through. That's how I interpreted. Something was being cleared out. And then when you did the activation to come in and ground the new, it was the energy was coming in this way and filling me up. It was really very palpable.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
everyone experiences it differently. I just usually just get goosebumps all over. Usually, when I speak it, I don't really experience it as much. I just feel the energy coming through. So for me, I just record it for myself and then listen to it because then it's like it goes a lot deeper. Then I feel it and I sometimes even cry or whatnot. But
Yeah.
yeah, everyone experiences it differently. Some people don't experience anything, you know, but it's doing what it's intended to do. And afterwards, you might be like, you know what, I just had a realization that maybe I was stuck on something, or then you manifest something with ease that you had a hard time manifesting before. So light language is really a powerful tool that can really help you anchor in a lot of stuff and really release on an energetic level, I mean on a core level, like on a DNA level. I know my guy shared with me when I started with light language is it's changing your DNA. It's actually activating your DNA to fully support you. So that's really it's so powerful. It's definitely a powerful tool that can do a lot of good things.
Yeah. Now you have a YouTube channel where you're doing some of this, right?
Yes, I just recently started, so I have a few videos up there, and I'm actually planning on doing a lot more. Like I was given a long list from my guides of topics that I need to do, that I'm guided to do light language transmissions. So I will definitely release a lot more light language transmissions here very, very
So
soon.
what's your channel?
Uh,
What's the name of it?
Kay Sanders Coaching.
Kay Sanders Coaching. We'll make sure we put that in the description, or the link to it if you guys want to go and get some light language. And you do light language, like you do that as a service, right?
Yes, I do offer standalone. I mean, like language is included with everything I do with my clients from business mentoring and the deep coaching and abundance coaching, but also it's available as a standalone session where I really focus with clients on what's going on with them right now, what are their challenges right now, and then whatever comes up, I do light language for them on the call right there.
Great, great. Yeah. Yeah. And we were talking about how people can get more of that. So you have a you have a light language package that you're or a light language service, right?
Yeah, it's like single session at $77. It's on my website. It's kaysanders.com under products. And I mean, we're probably going to be putting
Yeah, we're gonna put that in here.
underneath as well. Now, another thing that I do have is like if anyone is interested in really abundance, like, accelerating your abundance, I do have a coaching program as well that I just put together. I was guided to put this together. It's really like a 12-week intensive about really getting deep into the abundance code, helping you release whatever's holding you back, and really focusing a lot. Each session actually includes light language as well. So we'll also put the link on, under
Yes.
the video as well, so you can find out about it. You can actually schedule a complimentary session to find out more about that, and also to see if it's a good fit for you, if that's something you're interested
Yeah, yeah. And I got inspired too when you were saying, "Hey, I have this 77 die of the 101 for 77." It's like, well, I wanna offer something too. So I got inspired to do a $77 summer solstice thing for those of you who haven't had a human design reading. I'm doing a mini, what did I call it? Mini success roadmap reading, where you're going to get the mini success report, which is basically your type, strategy, authority, and how that relates to the kind of success that you're here to create with your human design chart. So it's kind of an overview of your human design, entry level overview of your human design in plain English. And then along with that, if you submit a challenge or a question that you have, I will send you a 30-minute recorded reading with that. So, so it won't be us one-on-one, but it will be me kind of looking at your chart and zeroing in on what you need to know about your design so that you can create and grow more abundance or grow more of whatever it is that you have a question about or a challenge about in your life. So we'll put that in as well. And I wanted to welcome Julie. I totally skipped yours. Your intention was to stay present in the moment while looking forward to upcoming changes in my life. Yeah, I know you've been through some changes. So, being present now is the only way to ride gracefully into the changes. Absolutely. And Robin has a question. Can you give an example of a client who had abundance as a rule of your work? Is that for me or is that for Kay, Robin? I'm just waiting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
more
there's a
change to
Poland.
come. Send a follow-up email with all of the info you mentioned. Yeah, well, it will be here on, we'll put it in the description. And if you are on my email list, I'll send a follow-up email with all of that.
And I will do the same. If any one of my people are on right now, I will send out an email to my list as well. And
Yeah. And maybe we ought to just in the description also put how they can sign up to get we'll put that in as well.
yeah,
If you're not getting emails from either of us, you can have the opportunity to get on our list to get emails. How's that?
exactly. And so the question was geared towards me. Well, when it comes to light language, a lot of my clients, like, I mean, you can ask Sandy. I mean, Sandy, would you like to share like when we did light language and how you got this massive download
Oh,
of
that's
your next
right. See, sometimes you forget these
I
things.
know,
Like,
right?
yeah, that opening that I felt here at C7 did something. It opened me up to something. And I work in Kay works in the Akashic Records. I've worked in the Akashic Records for years, but I usually do it for myself. And after she did that, I got this huge, well, first of all, I started getting those hits, like we were talking about, those intuitive hits to go and sit and meditate. But I got this whole huge download about how I can do soul clearing work by using your hologenetic profile from the gene keys and your human design chart to pinpoint different aspects of your genetic coding that to pinpoint the source of, how do I say this, to clear the source, clear the 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 whatever needs to be cleared so that your genetic coding can work more optimally, and go back into your soul record to find the source of the original choice that created that corruption in your code. Now that's an advanced thing. So for those of you who never had a human design reading, I'm sorry that's not for you, but for those of you that are intrigued, who've been into the human design community for a while, you can contact me directly and I'll fill you in on those details. But that's what came in on a Friday afternoon when I was ready to go out. I had a massage appointment to get to because that's what I do on Friday afternoons. And I had been asking and working with trying to figure out how these two systems work together. And it just came in like in a matter of 15 minutes. I had it all written out as to what the whole process was, how it all fit together. And I've been trying it out. So it's really pretty cool. And it's because I feel like that activation opened me up to that connection, to getting that download for that connection. So it is powerful.
Okay, so she was asking about an example of how someone made more money. Well, it opened them up to more clients as well. So one of my clients was very resistant also to stepping into her purpose and moving forward or whatnot. And we really did a lot of clearing on that. And then she actually got more clients from that as well. Another client he was very resistant of actually doing the work. He's a coach starting out, very, very resistant to actually doing the work, and felt very, how do I put that, very insecure, not really sure about, can he really do it? Is he really good enough? And then we had one session really focusing on just like everything that has been coming up for him to really release that self-doubt, the guilt, the fear, whatever came up for him. And then after that session, for one, I could feel a shift within him, and he actually started doing the work. He actually got himself some clients. Yes, at that point he didn't feel comfortable enough actually charging, but he got himself clients. I mean, that was the whole main thing about before he had no clients. Then he actually got himself some practice clients, whereas before he was even too afraid of actually asking people for that. So it can help in many, many different ways. Like even for myself, I had the same thing where I was really blocked about creating my next program, like my 12-week intensive. I knew that I was shifting away from the business side and more so into like the deep coaching. And I was sitting there for like a month trying to come up with the program. So I was doing a lot of clearing for myself, a lot of activating. And then within like one sitting, I got the massive download to just create that. Even this landing page, the sales page, it just came to me because I cleared myself to really open myself up to allowing the things to happen. So I mean, I just started the light language maybe like 2 months ago or whatnot. So I'm just slowly infusing it into the work with my clients. But everyone that I've worked with so far, they felt this shift. One lady, for example, she wanted to be more in touch with God, and she didn't really know how to do this. So I just did one session with her, and then all of a sudden she could, while we're doing the session, she saw the presence, or she felt the presence of a higher being stepping in, and she actually had to, start having tears in her eyes. So many things can happen from that. So I hope that
Yeah.
explains or
Yeah.
gives good
And
examples.
I got from that, the moral of the story with your client is that it's a process,
Yes.
especially with these tangible things. It is a process, and it opens you up. That's what it did for me. It opened me up. It put me in a place of receptivity, and cleared, like Julie said, cleared a lot of things where I was probably getting in my own way because my mental body tends to get clogged up. And
Mhm.
I think it cleared a lot of that. And but then there are the steps along the way, which is really kind of cool that you're putting it, you're combining it with coaching.
Mhm.
So yeah,
And
because
Julie
it's
was asking if light language is angelic. um I channel light, angelic beings. I channel the beings of light. So higher beings. Like light language can also be considered speaking in tongues. So some people, they may channel the Pleiadian or something like that. So the other beings. I mean, light language is really speaking in our natural tongue. It is really who you tune into. Like don't tune into the Pleiadians, or what's the other one? I can't remember the word. I can't think of the word right now. There's one lady, she does a light language channeling as well, but she doesn't necessarily channel angelic beings. She channels, like, I think the Pleiades or something like that. I really don't remember. But for me, I really tune into the beings of light. I'm the messenger for the beings of light, so the angelic beings.
Great.
But yeah.
Yeah. So I'm looking at the time. It's like we're a little bit over.
Yes, we're a little over.
So what we're going to do, I think, is Julie understands. Great.
Okay.
What we're going to do is put all of those links, get right off of here. And before the two of us disconnect, Kay, we'll put all of the links in the description, and come back to this to get those links. And if you are on our email list, you will also get those resources as well, and those links, so that you can follow up as you feel called and guided to. This has been a lot of fun. Thank you for coming on and doing this. And I hope that those of you who were here live, well, I want to thank you guys who came on live, because, this is all about coming together, the power of group intention. And then when you fuse something like this extra energy transmission into it, it's just over the top. So we couldn't do it without you. And, so thank you all for being here. And thank you, Kay, for coming on this very powerful day. And
I think we were supposed to do that, together, instead of just doing it separately. We're supposed to bring both of our superpowers, like I like to call them, together to make this happen. And I guess maybe we should, let them know that we're maybe continue doing this once a month, and when our next event is going to be.
Yeah, we're going to have our next event, and we haven't decided. Have we decided if we're going to do it on YouTube or Facebook, or we're going to do it on Zoom?
Yes, I think we just want to do a regular sign up. So doing it on Zoom, because we had some technical difficulties with this whole YouTube and then whatnot, and Google Hangout is a little flunky. So I think we're not 100% sure, but what we will do is we'll definitely create a landing page, like a sign up page or registration page, where you can really sign up.
So you won't miss it.
Yes, so you won't miss it. So we'll get that. And then we can even maybe do something where we can have people actually come on the line to, if they want some specific healing or something like that, maybe we can do something like that as well. So we haven't really figured out the details yet.
Yeah.
But we'll definitely, it's going to be on the 16th, I believe, right?
Yeah, at 7 p.m. Eastern, as far as we know right now, but don't hold us to that. All kinds of stuff could change after this.
We're about to go into Mercury retrograde, so you know what that means. Technical difficulties.
I'm always in my personal Mercury retrograde.
Oh boy. Hence earlier, having a hard time getting on.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming on. We're going to go ahead and sign off. You can watch this as many times as you want on my channel, or if you find yourself over on Kay's channel, I think she's going to upload it as well. Share it with your friends. Check out Kay's YouTube channel, all of that stuff, and we will see you on the 16th. Have a wonderful rest of your summer solstice.
Have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye.